Gas prices have fallen between 15 and 20 cents per litre all across Canada today, and the Liberal Party is taking full credit for it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jonny Says So, episode 25. And here we are, after years of gaslighting, the Liberal Party of Canada has cancelled, or paused, the consumer carbon tax. Liberal Party on Twitter: we cancelled the consumer carbon tax. This week, Canadians are starting to see that change at the gas pump. That's right, in just over a day, gas prices have fallen 15 to 20 cents a litre all across the country. And just like that, Mark Carney has taken a very large part of Pierre Poilievre's platform right out from underneath him, all the while saying that the Conservatives don't have a platform. It's pretty laughable. So let's go see how Pierre Poilievre is handling this.
You spent time campaigning to axe the tax. Prices have gone down today at the pumps, and at least for now. Carney has beat you to the punch in that regard. How are you going to compete with Carney now going forward to bring down prices at the pumps for consumers?
Well, first of all, Mr. Carney was saying that we needed to hike the carbon tax up until a few months ago.
And that's true. Don't forget, guys, this was the day that they were supposed to increase the carbon tax. Kind of funny that they landed on this day, isn't it?
We know that Liberals have not gotten rid of the carbon tax. They've simply hid it from the gas pumps a few weeks before the election, all while keeping the carbon tax law in place that will allow them to raise the tax higher than ever before. They had this tax in place for 7 years, and now they expect you to believe that they've had a sudden epiphany 28 days before the election.
That's the most egregious part to me about this whole thing. I mean, it was only a few short months ago that they were pushing the narrative that the planet was literally going to burn without this tax. And now, it's so obvious, guys, that they never believed any of this to begin with.
Canadians are not stupid. They know that if the Liberals are re-elected, they will bring in a bigger, higher carbon tax with no rebate. And they also know that the industrial carbon tax remains in place on the things that Canadians need: oil and gas, steel, cement, aluminum, and countless other industrial products. Those costs will be passed on to consumers and workers through higher prices and lower wages. If you want to axe the tax for real, for everyone, for everything, for a change, then you have to vote for a new Conservative government.
Now, when I say that these same people were telling you that the planet was going to quite literally burn without this tax, I'm not being hyperbolic. I want to take you down memory lane to what I would describe as one of the most unhinged moments of the carbon tax regime. Check this out, guys. This is Minister of Health under Justin Trudeau, Mark Holland, not that long ago.
Good news, kids. You can take a summer fun time vacation where you're locked in a car for 10 consecutive days, nonstop with no bathroom breaks, and the Conservatives have a plan for you to have that summertime fun. And the cost? Give up the future of the planet, right? Don't worry, kids, about climate change. Don't worry about taking action on the planet. Enjoy your 10 hours in the car and let the planet burn. Good news, kids.
This is what these people think of you. They're trying to guilt you for taking a summer vacation in the car with your family. Something that most Canadian families are lucky to do once a year. And these same people go to multiple climate conferences in their private jets every single year, burning more fossil fuel than most of us will burn in 5 years. The hypocrisy here is off of the charts. And now these same people just want you to forget about all of this as if this nonsense didn't come out of their mouths. So this is Liberal MP Mona Fortier on Twitter. Our policies are already hard at work. Gas prices are already coming down, and we're putting more money back in Canadians' pockets. Canadian families can trust that a Liberal government will make life more affordable and bring down the cost of living, starting at the pump. Watch this, guys. This is hilarious.
Hello, Ottawa, Vanier, Gloucester. It's a big day today. It's the first day that we see that the carbon tax has been cancelled. So if you watched yesterday, it was $1.54 to fill your tank, and today we're at $1.34.9 to fill your tank, which makes a big difference in your pockets. So we're happy to see that Mark Carney's team is moving forward with cutting the carbon tax for consumers. And we will, of course, continue to roll out what else we'll be doing for Canadians during this election.
That is absolutely wild. Not only is she admitting that prices at the pump were a problem, but she's also saying that it's putting more money back in your pocket. Now, if you remember, guys, the whole narrative not that long ago was the gas prices are really no big deal, and you're going to be getting more money back with your rebates, which, by the way, supporters of this policy, they took from you. So those rebates are gone, and now they're admitting that the savings on taking the tax away is better than those stupid rebates. What makes this even more hilarious, though, is Mona Fortier 1 year ago on April 15th, 2024, had this to say on Twitter. Good news, starting today, Ontarian families can expect to see an extra $255 deposited into their bank accounts. The Canada Carbon Rebate is putting more money back into the pockets of 8 out of 10 Canadians while reducing carbon emissions. Completely opposite to what she is saying today. This is in French, so I'll translate. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For the first time ever, we are on the right track to meet our 2026 climate target. What's most important is that starting today, families of 4 in Ontario, including in my riding of Ottawa-Vanier, will receive $1,200 this year thanks to the carbon tax rebate. That is $255 more in their pockets than what they paid. If the Conservatives will just stop their delay tactics. The Conservatives had no climate plan. Pollution was free. Emissions just kept rising. Today, thanks to the effort of our government, Canada's emissions have fallen by 8%. The Conservatives refuse to fight climate change. They prefer slogans over helping Canadians. That's it. They prefer slogans over helping Canadians. That's really rich coming from Team Canada, elbows up. And it's not just politicians that are engaged in this widespread gaslighting and lying. No, our mainstream media is helping them out as well. So this is hilarious. Mark Nixon putting this out on Twitter. Remember when the Liberals said the carbon tax had zero impact on inflation or food prices? Yeah, that was a lie. A bold-faced, straight-to-your-face, we think you're stupid kind of lie. Canadians got played and paid the price for it. Now what he's saying is absolutely correct there, guys. I remember it, don't you? A couple of years ago, there were all kinds of articles coming out saying that it's just your imagination. Pierre Poilievre is wrong. Raising fuel prices couldn't possibly impact food. Look at this. CBC News. Is the carbon tax an easy scapegoat for high food prices? Affordability arguments in favor of killing the tax ignore the impact climate change has on food prices. That's rich. Here's another one. Carbon tax had negligible impact on inflation, new study says. It's absolutely insane how they're trying to tell you that raising fuel prices by over 20% is not going to impact the prices of all the goods shipped by those transportation methods. Anyway, let's get to this video.
If you filled up your car today, you might have noticed some savings at the pump. The consumer carbon tax was scrapped, and as CTV's Alex Carper reports, it won't just make gas cheaper.
This is no April Fool's joke. Many Canadians seeing significant drops at the pump. Prices in the Greater Toronto area fell almost 20 cents overnight to 136.9. Drivers on the prairies and in Atlantic Canada also seeing similar results. Quebec is now the only province that hasn't abandoned carbon pricing, but most of the country will see savings, and not just on gas. Groceries could see a drop too, for example.
Oh, really?
example, grocer Munther Zeed says he estimates he'll be able to reduce prices in the range of 10 to 50 cents per item because all of his goods are transported by vehicle. Experts say there also could be savings elsewhere, including natural gas, propane, and other items too.
Clothing and apparel, or other types of transportation, or even things like alcohol sales, that kind of thing.
It's just so ridiculously hilarious, guys. I mean, they told us for years that the carbon tax was not going to cause inflation in other areas of the market while we watched it all happen in real time with our own eyes. And now they're just completely pretending that they said none of this or that it didn't happen. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to buy anything that this party is trying to sell us. Anyways, guys, that's my show for the evening. Now I'd love to turn it over to you guys in the comments. What do you make of this whole Mark Carney axing the tax? And as always, if you like my video, please like, subscribe, and share. Together, we can override the dying, lying legacy media. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.